Get one, Beijing Day here. Today we got a special one. We're actually doing the unboxing and first impression of this HP ProBook x360 435 G7. Now, this is a 13-inch business class, very affordable 2-in-1 computer here. Now, the 435 has special meaning. It means it is the AMD version of the x360. Now, I'm not new to AMD. I've actually had a very long history with AMD, and it goes all the way back to the Athlon 7 days. Now, for those who don't know, the Athlon 7, it was a slot-based processor, not your usual socket-based that you normally see. So I've also owned a lot of AMD chips, like the Athlon XP, I've had the FX, I've had the 64, and only a few years back I actually rebuilt my desktop computer, and it's got the first generation of the Ryzen. So as you see, I've got a very long history with AMD, but I've never had an AMD notebook before, and I've never really played with an AMD notebook before neither. So this is a very exciting moment for me to actually get to unbox it and do a review of this later on, which I will create a second video of review for that once I had some time with it, and I'll put a link in the description below so you can actually look that after this when that is made available. Now, before I get started unboxing this, I want to first give my big thanks to Now and also HP Australia for actually organising this so I can actually do this unboxing and review of this computer here. So thank you very much guys. Now, without further ado, let's get on with it. As always, I've got my trusty knife. Oh, before I forget, for those who are just joining me for the very first time, my first impression and unboxing, I actually don't know what's actually in there, and I do a quick browse of the spec sheet just to see what kind of can be configured, but that's pretty much about it. I don't see a photo of it, I don't actually even look at the ports of it, so this is all what I get to see exactly as you guys see it. So anyway, let's get on to the unboxing. All right, get my knife out. Let's get this thing going. Oh, we'll take the one slit there, and we'll just get that one there. Now, and we'll just give that a nice little slit down the throat here. Oh, hopefully get this one out. Excellent work there. Put the knife away down there, so here. Okay. Oh. Now, as for those who always know I do the unboxing, I love to actually have a look at what is on the power side of things. Anyway, so I'm thinking that's the power side thing. I'll just grab that. Now, we've got a 3-prong power adapter there, and let's have a look what we got. And here's the power adapter. Now, what is this running? So this is running a USB-C power adapter there. That's kind of cool. So I'll just move that around, and let's have a look what it is. It's a 65 watt power adapter, and it's actually quite small and light here, so that's really good. I like that. So I'm just going to put that on the side there. And I'm wondering, is there anything else on that? No, there's nothing on the power side, so let's slowly get through this. Alright, first thing I'm going to have to say, one thing I've noticed straight away is they're using cardboard, which is good. I like to see more cardboard here because that means we're getting a little bit more recyclable, we're more sustainable, which is absolutely fantastic to see HP starting to do that as well too. So I haven't really played much with HP computers. It's been a fairly long time, but I only just managed to actually be able to do the ZBook there, so I was really happy about that. Alright, so let's have a look at that. What else we got? That's nice to see the card. I'll just move that across the way down here. Now, wow, this is not heavy at all. This is actually quite light for it, but this is a 13-inch. Now, I've straight away can see there's a pen here. Straight away, I'll come back to this in a moment. I'm going to have a look at it. We've got here now some documentation. Yeah. And then we've got more documentation. I'll read them later on anyway. So, and here's the computer here. All right, let's have a look what we got. Oh, I better pop this one up from this way here. All right, let's have a look at what we got. It's got a very nice finish to it. I can straight away see. Okay. All right, I'll just move that away now. Wow, this is all metal here. That is no plastic, it's all metal there. Beautiful finish to it. Very nice, beautiful finish. It has like a nice little ProBook at the very back end of it. Very nice. Oh, the hinge, yeah, very nice brush aluminium there as well too. Very nice. And the grill at the back is actually interesting, located in the middle rather than using on the top there. So that's interesting. Now I want to have, so Okay, I'm going to have a quick look at what ports we've got first straight up here. Now I've got some little things. Aha, I'm going to actually just quickly just do a little quick peek just to get this little keyboard protector out of the way. And I'll just move that out of the way. What's that one say? Oh, yep. Okay. Alright, straight away on the left side of the computer, we've got straight away the exhaust fan there, and then we've got a USB A port. I'm thinking that's probably 3.1 Gen 1 port there, and it looks maybe it can do power share as well, that symbol there. And then we've got the we'll lock this computer up to other things. Now look on the right hand side, we've also got that it can actually take in an AC barrel style power as well. That's very interesting. Yet we've given a USB-C power adapter. Okay, that's probably for legacy. So if you've got other HP power adapters, spare old ones, that might be able to take it in. So that's kind of good to have brought that back in. We've then got this should be a Thunderbolt or USB-C with display. I'll have to read the spec for this particular model, but I know they can also have Thunderbolt on this as well too. And then we've got a USB 3.1 Gen 1 port, so that's a USB A port. And then we've got a HDMI port. I have to look at the specs. I think this one's a 1.4 AMB port for the HDMI. And then we've got the headphone jack and then a micro SD card reader. That's good to see, the micro SD card reader. One of my top tips for SD card reader is you want to expand the memory on this, just buy a nice little small SD card reader and slot it in, and then you can put your slow data that you don't really need really quick, like photos or videos files. You can put it on that, and then you can store away, and at least you don't have like another thumbstick running around. So that's why those micro SD card readers are fantastic, just to expand the memory on there. So that's just a top tip anyway. Alright, let's have a look. Now, I'll come back to this pen a little bit later. I'm going to bring my helper in here. So, I got a helper for this. Okay, let's have a look. Now I'm going to open this up. Let's have a look at what this keyboard is and what it looks like. Oh wow, it is nice looking there. It's got a nice decent trackpad straight away. It looks actually, now I'm going to say, now for those who don't know, I am a Mac person. I used to be a Mac person. So this looks like a MacBook Air trackpad. That's pretty cool there. Now there's something I just see very, very interesting I just saw, is there's an actual camera lens down on the bottom left. Now is that, I don't know what that is for. I have to read what that is for, but there is actually like a little camera lens down there. So that's a very interesting thing there. That it could be also maybe does color calibrations for that. I know that HP do have these built into it, which is really cool. So I've got to find out what that one is for. And I can see a fingerprint scanner there. Now the keyboard is really premium. It actually, whoa, that has a very nice tactile feel to it. You can even hear it as I slide across it. Can you actually hear that? Yeah, that's actually quite nice there. And it's got a very nice space in between. Very, very professional looking. None of those fun games and things like that. Now, and again, I've just noticed this is the function keys on the top here. It's quite slim. I think it might be a HP thing where it's nice. So I'm new to HP anyway, so it's actually quite slim. That's quite nice. I can see the power key. Oh, this is very interesting. The power key is actually the second button in, not the very end button. The delete key is on the very end button. I actually like that, and that the reason why I like that is because I'm not used to just not thinking just go straight to the very end just to do the delete key. And I have noticed of one of some of the Dells, they've actually moved the power button to where the delete key is, and you accidentally sleep. This one you don't get that problem there, so which is kind of cool. So that is nice to see that the delete key is actually on the very end and the power button is not on the very end. That's a nice feature. I like that. HP, you're thinking well there. Like that. But yeah, definitely nice tactile feel to that as well too. So, and then the speakers grills on top was just really nice. Now, I can just see, unfortunately, my camera's about to run out of battery. I'm just going to quickly change the battery and I'll be back. Sorry about that. I've been actually doing a lot of recording, so I'm chewing through a lot of batteries at the moment. But while I was actually changing the battery, I actually saw the little thing that I actually pulled out in between the keyboard before, and I actually want to show it to you because I actually had a little read of it. And that is this little piece of paper from HP. I'll read it out to you what it says. It says, for your safety, this product has been wiped down and sanitized by the KKTS staff. That is pretty good. That's good to know that HP are already sanitizing their computer before they ship it out to you. That is very good thinking from HP, and they're actually caring about your safety and health there for COVID. That is, I'm going to have to give them a good thumbs up for that one there for sure. So that's actually, I just wanted to show you that, which is really cool, and I just didn't realize I had to do that when I was changing batteries. So anyway, let's get on with it. So let's see if I can turn this computer on. Again, the power button is on the right here. I'm just going to try and turn this computer on and find out. Hopefully, sometimes they just take a little small thing. I haven't been very lucky with turning computers on for the very first time on camera at the moment. Come on, let's get it on. Well, we'll just try and get this thing on. Now it does have a webcam up here, and I can see there's a very nicely small built-in privacy shutter there too as well, so you can flick it. Now when you flick it, it actually has, rather than go red like a lot of other ones, this actually got a little shutter that goes, or like a blind sort of looking pattern there. So that's kind of nice that there. I'll leave it on there for you. Now it doesn't look like it's going to turn on again. I'm going to just turn it on, hopefully. Anyway, let's get back to the pen now. So this pen here, I'm just going to unbox this pen while I'm at it. Alright. So let's see, is it going to turn on? If not, that's alright. I'm going to quickly grab something that can charge it, another USB-C port. I'll maybe just needs more power while I do that. That's all cool. Alright, let's go back to unboxing this pen. Now this pen here has what it comes with. Let's try and get this thing through here. This pen here comes with a little tab here for putting this. Probably stick this to some place on the bottom here, and then it's just a loop there. I'll do that a little bit later on, but we'll have a look at this pen here. Now this pen, I'll just try and get through to this pen. Now we've got the pen itself. Oops, sorry, the pen itself, and we can definitely see it's got no buttons on the top. It's got two buttons here. I'm just going to try and get all this off here and then get this going. And we started turning this baby on. There we go. Got some power to run this thing. Alright, let's try and work out how to do this pen. Usually nope. Oh, it's a twist one. Okay, we'll just twist it. I'm just going to try and get the batteries going for this one here. It's a bit of a twist, and it comes with a AAA battery there. Now you have the positive facing downwards or towards the nib there, and I'll just put it down through this way here, and I'll just screw it back in. Now I can also see from here on the top of this pen, it actually has a hole where you can actually, it comes with a little small lanyard here, which you can then loop through and then have that, which is really nice. Now I can also see they've also given you a nib replacement tool here as well, and also some spare, and one spare nib as well too, which is nice to see that HP actually added that in. So I'll actually, hopefully they should start working. Here we got, what do we got? I can't see that. Nice, yes to that. Oh, it's very nice that it's coming through here. That is a decent screen there. I can definitely see that. That is a decent screen. Now, it's got a bit of a bezel on the bottom there, but that's not a bad thing for 2-in-1s, and I'll tell you a reason for that. I think, how much batteries have we got? We will just, let me just have a quick check how much battery we got here. It's got 45%, that's alright. I should be able to take this off a little bit just to put it up. Okay, now this 2-in-1, as you can see, I just folded this up. Now, the reason why I say that's not bad having the bezel a little bit taller for 2-in-1, because I've noticed this on 2-in-1s, is when you grab it, you like to over grab it. See how I'm over grabbing it just to hold your hand? And if I'm writing my stuff, I'll over grab it, and having a too high, like really bezel-less at the bottom is actually a hindrance, because it will try and detect your finger and it doesn't really like it, and that's one of the things. So it's not a bad thing not having a really small bezel, but when you're not in this sort of mode, I think it's nicer to have a little bit of smaller bezel. But in a 2-in-1, that is probably one of the reasons for that sort of thing. Maybe HP can tell me otherwise, why the design is like that, but I think it could have done a little bit better than that, but yeah, this is one of the nice things you can actually expect by having not crazy bezel there. Now I can also see this is all set up. Yep, it's pretty much there. It does the writing very well in a way, so I'll just have a check if it's got any magnetic. I don't expect it to have any magnetic because it comes with one of the, these little loops here, which you can then store the pen there as well. But I definitely like the actual build quality of this. I think this is about 1.4 kilos or 1.46 kilos or something like that, starting weight. And it's not bad at all. I gotta say, I really like this construction. This one here, it's all aluminium. It's really nice build quality here. I'll just go and quick check of the flex of the keyboard. Yeah, it doesn't have much flex there. That's decent. That's really decent there. So I'll definitely love that for sure. But I can definitely see. Now also the one thing I do like from this ProBook here is the exhaust. The exhaust being on the right side, or sorry, left side here, is actually a good thing rather than have it on. A lot of the tool ones love to have their exhaust at the back here, and I don't really like that because from my experience, when I actually have this in tablet mode, if I'm grabbing, so a lot of times unfortunately left or right handed, having the actual exhaust at the back here, the exhaust blows onto your hand. I don't like having that blow on your hand because you know the heat's going to start build up there a fair bit and becomes uncomfortable. And even if you try and turn it around, it then blows on your forearm. Now, and it depends on what, if you're left hand or right hand, if that configuration. But having this on the top or the bottom is great because the exhaust is actually not going to be on your hand there. So I like that thinking of putting the exhaust on the side rather than behind the hinge where a lot of other manufacturers have been doing that for tool ones. So definitely they got my win there for HP. Thank you for thinking about that. But yeah, oh, I just felt something there. It's actually got, so when it's this, it actually has a bit of a magnetism for holding this together. So it takes a little bit of effort just to put that off. That's really nice. And actually, while I'm at it, I might as well test that. So I've seen some people have said if you walking around, the lid may come off. No, that's pretty good. It doesn't come off. And what I might as well do is I might just quickly do the one finger test while I'm at it. Oh, that doesn't take too much effort, which is good. But there is a, you know, once it gets to this stage, you do feel it's got a bit of resistance there. So it takes it, and then after it takes over there as well too. So that's definitely nice there. But yes, anyway, I am excited to actually play with this AMD product. So I will be giving you a lot more reviews on the in-depth review as well as the benchmarks on that. And I'm very excited to see what that little camera is for as well too. So if you find this video informative, enjoyed it, give it a like, and if you haven't done already, subscribe to my channel by hitting that subscribe button on the bottom of the screen. I do try to upload a new video every week, and just remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. I'll see you next video.